Hello and welcome back to Vampire Survivors. I'm Luce and I'm kind of exhausted tonight, but I was thinking I could at least get a couple unlocks here. It's been a while. Well, but I wanted a bit of a break from Limbus Company. Not because it's bad, mind you, but I don't want to do too much of the same thing. I already put a lot of F-14 stuff in a row, and I feel like I could definitely use a bit of change of pace. And I don't want the same thing to happen to Limbus, so I'll just convert everything there to the energy storage units and play some of this tonight. Now let me see here. What do I need to be unlocking? I've already unlocked all those. Now let's see here. Hammer. RPG, huh? Let's see, what does hammer require? Actually, let's see here. Let's hammer. Survival wearing a fully armed coat. Let's see here. Okay, I need to basically unlock all the items for the coat of arms. That should actually not be too bad. I just need to make sure that they're all unlocked. They're not locked in the collection. Let's see here. Oopsie. Yeah, this is one of them. This is one of them. Yeah, these are all coat of arms weapons, so I need to unlock all those. The whips I can keep off. I could turn off the spells if I wanted, actually. But I should probably keep all Ode to Castlevania items on for the moment. Well, except maybe the fusion ones. Let's see here. Power of Union. And of the Dominus stuff. Not bad. Huh. Not yet found, huh? I already have the regular unlocks here, right? Yeah, that's all of them, so the secrets are all that's left. Alright, so coat of arms here. Alright, a good way to do this is to start with someone who has one of the coat of arms items. Ode to Castlevania. Let's see here. Gains a familiar. Yeah, anyone who has a coat of arms. Let me look at the list of coat of arm weapons. Wrecking Ball, Jewel Gun, RPG, Meal Ticket. Oh, interesting. The Dracula weapon counts. But I do get that one pretty easily, so perhaps it would be best to do another one. Hector, just for the high crit, might be good just to expedite a lot of this. Yeah, those all use spells. That's not what we're here for. I could also use Soma and begin with him. Soma's always a good one to have. Henry also starts with a gun, which Quincy has the star, but I should probably avoid the star just because that one's actually available normally. Same with Grant. Those are in the Ode to Castlevania stage, so I could easily pick those up along the way. Gain a familiar. Alright, let's go with Hector. Technically, I don't need to do this one in Ode to Castlevania, actually, and maybe I should do precisely that because most of the characters actually do require that, so let's see here. The Dairy Plant might be a little rough, but you know what? Let's give it a go. Dairy Plant is one of the more unique stages in the game. Javelin is one of them, right? Longinus, but so is the Wine Glass, and I kind of want the meal tickets. Is the Tearfing one of them? No, it is not. So let's reroll. Do any of these evolve with the crown? I wish I could open up the Grimoire here, but I'm gonna have to look up on the wiki. One moment, please. So I need the armor. Gonna need the bracer. Empty tome. That's a good one to get. Longinus requires spellbinder. Yeah, I don't think... Yeah, Stellar Blade I remember uses the Hamagus. Jewel gun requires oh. Candelabra, yeah, and I know what the meal ticket requires. It's tiramisu. So, yeah. Unfortunately, that's not a passive I need. Hollow Heart. Yeah, let's get the Hollow Heart, at least so we can upgrade our base weapon, just because that's going to make life a little easier. Hand Grenade, I can actually bring that. Curved Knife is one of the ones I need. Now let's see here. The armor is up there, and the candelabra and the armor are two items I will need no matter what, so I can go for those. Wine glass. Oh, there's a green here. Nice. Bracer. I'm gonna need the Spellbinder as well, but the Bracer is not one that's on the ground here, so I can definitely want to grab that when possible. Yeah, the thing about the Milk Factory is that enemies are a little more beefy in the general sense, but there's less numerous of them, so it's a little risky. Oh, as much as I'd love the Gale Force, I need 6 items here, which means I cannot spare it on anything that's not specifically going to help unlock Hammer. Empty Tome, that's good for anything, and also one of the items I will need, so... Trident is the Long Guinness, right? Yeah, and that requires Spellbinder, so I'll definitely need to keep an eye out for that. Oh good, I'm getting my familiar to help me. Come to me, my loyal minions! None of these, please. I'm fine with more mace. A free level of anything is going to be helpful. Yeah, I guess even more health will help. That means I'm going to heal a bit more in the general sense whenever I get healing items. When I'll get healing items is a little up in the air. Maybe I should have gotten one of the more broken starting weapons. Oh, wait, the Long Guinness is from the Trident, right? No, that's from the Javelin. Oh no, the Trident isn't one of them, is it? No, it is not. I wasted it. Darn it. Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't go through that run if I've already failed. Yeah, I thought the Trident was one of them, but apparently not. I'm looking at the wiki right now. The coat of arms does not contain it. Cornucopia. My stats will go up every time I eat something. The Iron Shield is not one of the items. No, it is not. It is the Spike Shield is. A Wine Glass is, however. Huh. I'm kind of surprised the Wine Glass is in there, seeing as how that's the ultimate one for Silent Revolver. Silver Revolver, yeah. But that revolves with the Corona's mana. So, which I can't guarantee we'll get, so let's look for something better. A Bracer should be good. Arrow of Goth. The Iron Ball. Damage effect by armor. I'm definitely going to need armor sooner than later here. Once again, the Alucard Spear is not one of the items in here for some weird reason. I don't know why. It just isn't. Hand Grenade is acceptable. That is also in there. Interesting, that got the Librarian moved. I did not know he could. Yeah, the Iron Ball is ridiculously powerful. It's just that it basically just only fires straight down. I should definitely head my way to the armor. First of all, because as you can see, I'm taking a lot of hits. It'd be good to reduce that. Armor. Excellent. I guess I might as well get the free copy of it over here, since that's one level I won't have to do. I won't have to pick it. Three levels of anything, if you please. That'll work. And the candelabras around here too, so that's going to guarantee the RPG can be upgraded. Mace it is. Hard to believe I failed a run, not because I got killed, which I still might hear for the record, but because I chose the wrong weapon. And yeah, I know there's ways to go over the cap, but I don't want to rely on RNG. Especially for how long I have to go in before that happens. Bracer. Projectile speeds up. This game's very good at doing quite a lot with very little. Well, excess stuff can be quite nice, but maximalist has its appeal, but granted, there's a lot of ones in a copy that don't seem to understand what necessarily makes it work, so I guess that's gonna depend here and there. Yeah, look how much damage this stuff does. Curved knife. Yep, that upgrades with the bracer. More candelabra, if you waiter, more candelabra, please. More AoE and everything should help out. Well, this would be nice. Yeah, while the Kermit bubbles would probably work well with the build I'm currently using, again, we're not after a specific build here. We're trying to win with a very specific loadout. And all this stuff is better aiming at the side than the front, which is why I didn't want to do Gallo Tower. I could have done the library, but that one's very, very easy, usually. So, hence why I wanted to at least give a little bit of challenge here. I want free stuff. Free candelabra, good. Excellent. New familiar. Pumpkin spice. Last. Not getting lucky with the chickens. Although I suppose I do need to find the hollow hearts, since I got it early in the last run, but not in this one. Beginning of September, I'm probably just going to stick to more Limbus Company, maybe some Occult Crest and Final Fantasy XIV. We'll see how I'm feeling, I guess. What upgrades with the Spellbinder again? The Longinus. Oh yeah, the Javelin. I should definitely keep an eye out for that one. It also makes my stuff last a little longer, which is, yeah, see? The maces last longer, the balls are bouncing a little more. It's not much, but the whole point of this game is the small things that will add up over time. Don't get me wrong, I've heard there's been plenty of Vampire Survivor likes that are really working like 20 minutes to mid to dawn or something like that. But just a lot of difficult. Well, I guess that's how it's always going to go. Something will get really popular, others will try to mimic it, but not quite remember what made it good. I do have run into a few coffee. One's inspired by Papers, Please, but Papers, Please was, they usually have something missing, be it a time limit or atmospheres. It makes it difficult for them to take off in the same manner. Free level of armor I won't say no to. Oh, wonderful. Oh, that bomb's a big help. I'd love to get... Oh, no, I'd love the Water Dragon Whip, but I just don't have room for it here in this build. Iron Ball up. I don't remember if I have to max the level of the accessories or just the item here, so... Well, first of all, I need to max out level of weapons so that I can actually clear through these enemies at a decent rate. I guess I'll find out soon. Okay, so yeah, the accessory also has to be leveled. Again, as much as I love the Attract Orb, it's not working for this particular build. It's not going to work for this particular unlock. I don't know how many of these characters I'm actually going to be using. Ode to Castlevania and so many things, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get to them. I'm not sure how much I'm going to feel all of them, especially since I'm a fake gamer who's only played a couple Castlevania games. Unfortunately, the fake gamer, her title is only going to get worse as time goes by because, like, I'm looking more to some more Super NES era or PlayStation era games that I skipped growing up because I didn't have those they didn't have the consoles, didn't have the games. In some cases, like for the NES, Super NES ones, some of them didn't even get officially translated. Some eventually did in later, but not all of them did. But yeah, there's a lot of long-running franchises I still need to look into. But... Oh, the Discus is one. I should have grabbed the Discus. That was actually the good one. That would have been the last one. Especially since that Pam Aegis. Oh, no, the last one has to be the Spear. Yeah, the Spear has to be the final one no matter what, because the Tiramisu is a... Iron Ball. Excellent, I've got another familiar. It's the Imp. I like how you can even play as the familiars if you want. It's not a big deal, but the Vampire Survivors devs know it doesn't take much work to make a playable character, so if a character summons a familiar, even if just for like one attack, you'll be able to play as the familiar too. I was surprised that the cats from Emerald Diorama minigame were made playable, but maybe I will give them a try sometime. But again, I've still got a lot of things to unlock, so it's gonna be a little while. Again, I still need the tiramisu. Okay, for accessories, I cannot accept anything else except for the tiramisu or the hollow heart. Yep, there's one on. Okay, now good. Now my main weapon can be leveled. More hand grenades. So I'm guessing Hammer's gonna be armed to the teeth. I guess it makes sense. A nice thing about the Ode to Castlevania characters is they actually do have the ability to pick up Ode to Castlevania pickups outside of the map they normally spawn on. Got some good stats out of that. Yeah, getting Cornucopia is a little dangerous, not because it can make things too hard, but because it makes things too easy if I'm not careful, but I think if there's a map to use on, it's this one, because look at this. Those Minotaurs are actually very dangerous, not because of their own damage, but because they can actually push you into enemies that deal lots of damage, so it just helps. Excellent, I managed to get an upgrade. First one, Wrecking Ball. Base speed up, Hollow Heart up, Curve Knife up, Armor up, Curve Knife up, Candelabra I need to wait on because I'm about to get a last copy there. Hand Grenade I should max out though, that's going to be really nice. Shuriken would definitely work, but if I get that, I can't get the tiramisu that would be good for upgrading. That is needed to upgrade the meal ticket, which is a problem, because again, every single thing here needs to be upgraded. I could just use the item that makes it easy, but, well, I'm here to unlock, but I'm also here to have fun. Besides, I already have something that's blatantly overpowered in the Cornucopia Arcana, so I think we can afford to wait. Curve Knife maxed. Dang, look how much damage that did. This should be another upgrade. Wonderful. The Bwaka Knife. Projectiles will bounce forever until their duration expires, and because of the, oh right, I still need the Javelin. Alright, so Javelin and Tiramisu. Anything else is a waste of my time. I cannot take them. And yeah, but I'm allowing myself to get the, free items. Oh crap, right. Oh, I guess it disappeared because I got the, last level from the chest. Oh darn, oh well. But yeah, Tiramisu must be the next successor no matter what, and the Javelin must be the next weapon no matter what. I'll have to start banishing if I can't get them. Hollow Heart. I can take upgrades for other stuff in the meantime at the very least. I am absolutely armed to the teeth, and my familiars are not much difference there. Spellbinder. The RPG should be the next one that gets upgraded, or rather the bomb to the RPG. Spellbinder is now maxed. So I just need to get the Javelin, max that out. The only question is, can I get it there? Tiramisu. There we are. Again, we cannot take anything except for the Javelin. Probably should have banished more items prior to starting this run, just so I could find it more easily. I could hope for a candy box, but that's a lot of RNG I'd rather not have to deal with. Now, I might as well upgrade the... Might as well kick out the Saga weapons. Let's see here. Cooldown is removing? No. Gemini, got none. Fire twice. That one's gonna make it too easy. You know what, let's get for Wicked Season, just because that's gonna be hilarious. Alright, meal ticket should be the next upgrade. Oh no, my main weapon, Evolved Mace. I forgot that hadn't upgraded yet. Yeah, the Mace upgrade to the hammer is genuinely powerful. Yeah, I should have banished at least all the Cerberus weapons. Come on, where's that javelin? Curse up, that means enemies are now buffed significantly. Discus would be quite nice, but again, I don't have the weapon the thing that upgrades it. Javelin, here it is. I want the Armadillo, but I need the Javelin first and foremost. There we go. Now I can start getting more and more overpowered stuff, since all that's left to do is win the run. Familiar Forge, I can get one of these, huh? Let's get another one of these, huh? Sacred Tiger. Alright, the Tiger gets the Ice Fang. Passes with 2 more enemies. Yeah, look at all XP. Actually, I should probably get the, oh, it looks like there's a new, item to grab them all. Familiar Forge? Well, why not? Let's see. Where's the wizard one that I had last time that I missed? Woodrod? Always big coin bag. Yep. Yep, that's the wizard. We're reunited in our strength. I guess he's allowed as many of these as possible until he has them all. Although granted, it did seem to let me get more duplicates if I want, but I want a variety. It's more fun to get a variety. Although, if you can get duplicates, I imagine the meta is 100% to focus down the best one. You can't even blame them, really. Those metas exist for a reason. Holy crap, look how much damage that thing can do. It not only has high crit rate, but deals amplified crit damage. I still have to upgrade 3 of the items, so I need 3 more chests. That's going to be very easy by the end. Delicious, delicious XP crystals. Now we're starting to get to the golems. This is where the enemies in the area start to get really beefy. neat seeing just how much the game has grown from its relatively simple roots. Oh wow, completely took out Triton there. RPG. Excellent. The Javelin and the... Yeah, the Javelin and the Wine Glass are all it requires evolving, and then I'll have one. I don't actually have to have beaten the area, I just need to do these. Yeah. Nice. It's good there's a decent amount of these that don't specifically require being at the Ode to Castlevania area. I think last time I even mentioned that I'll definitely... Part of the reason I wanted to take a break rather than just focusing this game down again is because a lot of the unlocks left are play a specific character and do a very specific thing at Castlevania. I Ode to Castlevania. It's a good map. In fact, I still like it even more than the Emerald Saga one. The Emerald Saga one is basically more like 6 or 7 normal-sized maps in one, but the main area is kind of, the hub area is a bit of a nothing burger area, and the rest are kind of small. I get that they probably they probably end up spending most of the dev time on the DLC, on the Glimmer system and learning and weapons, and that's good because those weapons were absolutely fun, but yeah. I had to do some soul searching, wondering if maybe I was being too harsh to it, maybe if I'm, maybe I saw there was some stuff there that I was just missing, but yeah, I didn't like as much as I was hoping, I guess is what I was doing. As far as Limbus Company goes, I'll admit it grew on me a lot. Apparently, they actually announced the crossover with Arknights there almost a year before, but since I didn't play that game before, I only learned about it when the Arknights side announced it like a month or two before. Hence why I only got to it relatively recently. Still, I'm told that it becomes peak writing at Chapter 4, although apparently there is an intermission that's right beforehand, so depending on how it goes, part of me wonders if I should do the story right before, because I don't want to put it off for too long. Although at the same time, I guess I do need to level up my characters. What am I doing? There it is, meal ticket. Only one more, and that's a Javelin to the Longinus. I do appreciate that you can eat the meal ticket food yourself with some good healing. It heals you and kills the enemies because supposedly they have unrefined palates. Clearly they don't know how to appreciate good food. I just realized I can speed this up now that my build is done. Here come the golems. These guys are really beefy normally. This place ended quite a few runs, because even now I can still do so. Here we go, the Longinus. Projectiles reappear after leaving the screen. Excellent. Now all we need to do is wait until the end of the timer, and we've got the hammer. The hammer, he's real! slowly getting more and more cash. Oh, the purple one for the last Arcana is all the way over here. How embarrassing for me. Oh, there's also a regular chest here. Got some good money out of that. Yeah, at this point can't be picky about money. I have a lot of characters to unlock, and I could do a money run. I probably will do upstream eventually, but I'm kind of more motivated to finish some unlocks. Although by the time this happens, they'll probably drop the next free update. Divine Bloodline. Armor effects, listed weapons damage, reflects enemy damage. Character bonus missed. I don't have any of these, but I'm gonna get it anyways because retaliatory damage is hilarious. Yeah, this is another reason Cornucopia can be blatantly overpowered. If you get the meal ticket, just eating the food here gives you passive buffs to everything for the rest of the run. Speed gains while the these other ones that change your stats are kind of hilarious to use, honestly. I choose them more, but I guess since lately I've been specifically playing to unlock things, it's been affecting my focuses. Oh wow, the boss died practically instantly. Where's the chest? It's right here. Here it is. Candy box. Ooh, free item of my choice. Excellent. Let's ruin this and get the spirit rings, because that'll just requires other weapons be upgraded to get. Familiar forge, okay. Do I ever do go back? I think I do. Spirit rings. Love it. Oh, drat. I thought they were maxed out already. Shows how much attention I'm paying. Yeah, like I mentioned, I'm pretty exhausted tonight. Not getting down the payment. Yeah. So, I'm just, I'm a bit out of it tonight. That's kind of why I wanted to go with something that's not too rough. I mean, the gameplay for Olympic probably wouldn't take too much difficulty since I'm still in the early stages, but I also don't want to burn out on that too quickly given the crossover is going to be lasting about a month. I guess I could have done Occult Crescent Combat 14. I still feel like it's kind of missing something, but I guess at the same time, oh my. Ugh. Yeah, okay, yeah, that saved me. Yeah, this is why, no, in fact, look how quickly that almost killed me, and remember, I got a ton of upgrades here. hold up. 10 seconds. Oh dear, this is gonna be a bit of a pain. Okay, that saved me. Okay, phew. Darn. Phew, that could have been nasty. But there we are. We've managed to unlock the hammer. Where is he? I know you're here, buddy. Wait, what? Survival wearing a fully armed coat. I fulfilled those requirements. Evolve a total of 6 in a single run. That means getting 6 the following. Block a knife, yes. Long... Oh. The mallet wasn't one of them. Oh, I messed up real bad there. I should have realized something was up. Yeah, for some reason, the trident and the mace are not part of that. Nor is the Alucard's spear or the Tyrfing for some strange reason. Alright. Alright. We're gonna do this the easy way. I'm still gonna do it at a new area, so let's see here. Boss Rush. A shorter area might not be a bad option here. Yeah, Moonglow will guarantee I get exactly what I need here. There we are. The hammer was indeed not real. Wine glass. Perfect. Lucky for me, I can, whoops. Iron ball. Luckily, every single accessory in the game is here. I will not be wanting for any. Starflail's not one of them, so let's just start banishing. I probably should have gotten one of these actually in there, just because this would be a free level if I got this. Oh well. Banishing something I don't want might still be helpful, I think. Plus, I couldn't get some decent cash out of this deal. All coat of arms abilities. Tracked orb to get levels up more easily. Curved knife. That's another. Javelin up. With my choice of Arcana, I'm not going to be anywhere near as overpowered as I was with the other one, but this is also not particularly difficult of a stage, so it's a trade-off. Discus. Oh, that might be the one I cannot get. I can, however, get the gun, right? No, I can't get the gun either. Alright, so the discus and the gun I cannot pick up, because those upgrade with the wrong items. Still don't feel like maybe some of the items in the coat of arms and other sets might be a little arbitrary. No, it probably makes sense if you played every Castlevania game, which I'm sure the devs have, and I have not. Sorry, my fake gamer limitations have got me again. I suppose I should be playing some more of the classics I missed. Like, I do know there's a Grandia 2 I never got to. More AoE on the weapons is kind of nice. Shuriken. Perfect. Now this one is one I missed last time, but I do like. Then again, anything that upgrades with the Empty Tome is usually going to be really good, just because the Empty Tome is such a powerful item on its own. Javelin up. Wonderful. Might as well get Stone Mask up so I can get some more money out of this deal. Iron Ball up. I might actually have to use one of the more overpowered Arcanas if I'm not getting enough upgrades in time. This is only a 15-minute stage, which is good for expediting my success, but I don't intend to go too late tonight. I'm just planning to get a few unlocks and call it. Yeah, I need to start banishing things. I need the specifically Castlevania stuff. Free level of anything is nice. I guess a passive boost is not bad either. Empty Tome levels just means everything gets spammed more. I never have too many of those. I do have some ideas of what to stream for the my birthdays. I was gonna do with one of the first PC games I got before I even Age of Wonders, but that game is so old and so, if we're honest, so poorly made that it needs an emulator to run, and so I've been getting trouble getting it to work. I think Windows 95 is probably going to be required for that, if that gives you an idea of just how old and how it is. Yeah, not everything I play from my past is a classic, and I was going to use that as an example, but unfortunately, it's looking like that's not going to be particularly possible. Which is unfortunate, but it does mean I can at least freely do something else, because I've got a bunch of stuff from my past I can play to show off or discuss. Or use it as a jumping off point for other times, like when I played through Tunic to talk about my history, not just with the Zelda franchise, but also with emulated games. That was quite the battle to boy during the high school days. I was at the point I would have bragged that, oh, I don't spend money on games anymore. Although I'm sure some might disagree and say that if they're not offering you what you want, there's no shame in not buying anything. Which I do get where that's coming from. I can banish the Saga weapons just to get what I actually need out of this deal. Yeah, what I need right now is the hand grenade, because that would be ideal. But I don't want to waste all my resets on it. But yeah, once I get the hand grenade, that's everything I can guarantee. Because this is everything I had before, except the shuriken. Here we are. Speak of the devil. Hand grenade. Here we are. Luckily, the Ode to Castlevania items don't necessarily require the accessory to be maxed out, just the weapon itself, so... Let's go. I definitely need to get the attractor orb up just to make this easier. Getting Crown up might help level a little faster, but then again, I bet it is a little bit late. Well, it's a 15-minute run, I'm a third in, so it's not awful. We are. Let's go. The rest of October. I've got a few ideas, but it's probably going to be more. Yeah, I gotta focus weapons in particular because I need to start getting upgrades. I've got everything, all the components I need. It's just a matter of getting everything ready. So any weapon that can get upgraded, it gets good. No. Then again, I've also been wondering if maybe I should do more directly spooky games for Halloween. Kind of like how, yeah, last year I did try to do Halloween After Special, which was the devs' proof of concept for a handful of games they're working towards. I think they've already used it, so I couldn't contribute anything directly, but I still want to go through them because I like the stuff from that particular developer. I also know there's a lot of RPG Horror Maker games that I could try, but, well, the thing about that is the nostalgia wave is always moving, and the thing about that is a lot of people are moving on to 3D, low-poly horror games these days because that's what they grew up with. Yeah, the people making simple horror games that are off for Game Jam stuff are ones who grew up with PlayStation 1 and early low-poly stuff. So, like Resident Evil 1 and things like that, so that's going to be the nostalgia for them rather than the 16-bit that the RPG Maker uses. Grenade up there. Darn, not enough. I think it has to be after 10 minutes before I can start getting upgrades. Hello. I should probably get the Tiramisu level 2 so it stops bugging me. It only has 2 levels, so it's done now. It'll never bug me again for this run. Anything else you're selling, buddy? Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's why... I need a weapon. I need a weapon! Okay, we are. Yeah, I definitely need to get the, one of the more dice overpowered Arcana because we need to get more upgrade chests than we're actually getting in this run. It's not going to be enough. Oh, I probably should have gotten... Never mind. I messed that up, but not enough that's going to stop me. This is not a difficult stage, but it can be a bit tricky if you aren't paying attention, so... Well, that's one less accessory that'll bug me over, at least. Iron balls. Shuriken. At least got a couple items ready for upgrade once they start dropping, but yeah, as soon as the Arcana one gets, I know exactly what to go for. this is definitely almost 2/3 of the run, so that's a little late to be getting the XP booster, but I guess I'm not in a position to be too picky. Here we are, the first upgradable chest, the Longinus Spear. Now I can cover the screen with spears. I'm just tossing spears out left and right. I don't see a purple one, so I don't think I missed something major. Yeah, these crabs are actually normally pretty beefy. As they say, evolution always returns to crab. I don't know if that's actually true or not. It could just be a meme people give because it is hilarious. There we go. Shuriken's maxed. Spellbinder to make everything last longer. The durations are a lot longer now. I'm starting to think there might not actually be another one of those in this stage, in which case I might have screwed myself because it's about to end. Oh no, here it is. Oh, I only get one reroll because of all my... Oh, damn it. Yeah, we're boned. Duration constantly changes. Excellent, upgraded. Blast. I need more upgrade chests, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get any. Not unless the last Arcana is nice, since I only get one free reroll each time. I should have saved those if I had been smart. I'd have done just that. There we are. Wrecking Ball. 3 items that are left to be upgraded, but only have 3 minutes for it. Will they be here in time? Hand grenade's not even leveled yet, but that's not too big of an issue because the others can be leveled before it. If I'd done this on a proper map instead of trying to expedite it, this wouldn't have been a problem. I'm not sure I'm gonna have enough time. I need 3 upgrade chests. There's no possible way I can get them any longer. Give me another one, buddy. That's 2 left, but... I don't think I even get that last Arcana. That's not speeding up my running very much. Yeah, I'm not gonna make it. I still have 2 more, and I only have 1 minute. Yeah, chests are what I need, but there's none. Where'd you guys come from? I mean, I guess the golden eggs are nice, but they don't help me right now. I need 2 more chests, and at best, I'm getting 1 more before the 15-minute timer's up. That didn't work. Not even close. Let me check. Maybe there's some... Maybe I'm in the mood for someone else now. Who else here that I can unlock? Let's see here. Bronner and Soleil. What? It's... Site cannot be loaded. Alright, so I need Blood Astronema and Destroy Paintings. Alright, so I'm going back to Ode to Castlevania, but this time I can, in fact, get the correct one. First of all, who has a weapon that's in there? John has a weapon that is in there. Gains extra... Arcar, Blue, and Will can find special pickups. Mirrors of Truth. Quincy. Charge ability affected by might. Great. Maxim. Yeah, I guess John would be a good one here. Although, actually, I could go with Henry. Yeah, I could go with Henry because the Corona's mana is, in fact, in this area. But I think I'm going to go with John just because I don't think I've used him very much. So, Ode to Castlevania. We need to get Blood Astronema. There we are. Banish. Yeah, I do not want these, I hate to banish so early, but I need to make sure I get all the items I don't want out of the pool. I will eventually get the overpowered one, the dice, don't get me wrong. The curved knife I can actually pick up in the castle, so let's get the item that upgrades the curved knife, and I can go from there. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with any of the bonuses here. Iron Ball, level up. Wine Glass. And I can get the tiramisu to upgrade it right here, buddy. Wonderful. I can also get the shield in there and make sure that as well as getting the Pomade, because I'll upgrade the tiramisu just so that it'll stop bugging me. Yeah, I've got a plan. You can tell I've actually got a plan this time, and I'm definitely not going to embarrass myself again. Alright, I need to get the armor at some point as well. That I have to wait for a level up because it's not in here naturally. Yeah, I gotta zoom out a lot. Yeah, there we are. The Vegas shouldn't be too difficult to find. Hand grenade. Alright, so now I need to get the candelabra. Bracer up. Armor, perfect. I should probably not bother fighting the bosses until I'm in much better fighting shape. The shuriken is here so I can pick up the empty tome safely. I'll pick up the shuriken from inside the castle as well. Actually, thinking about it, I probably should have just teleported myself directly into the castle. Well, whatever. Oh yeah, because there's so many bosses here with upgrade chests, I don't even have to get the overpowered one. I just have to have Blood Astronema. Wine glasses. Fire additional ones, if you please. Yeah, it's probably best I don't take advantage of that fight just yet. Yeah, I should have just used the shortcut here. I'll use it for the shuriken though. You can bet I'll be doing that. Here we are, curved knife, and I already have the bracer that upgrades it. Oh, right, open grimoire, not the guides. Yeah, here we are. Yeah. The bracer upgrades it. The shuriken I can get very soon. I need to get the candelabra, though. That is, not up for debate. Wine glass, keep going. Alright, once I know exactly where the painting should be. The painting should be around where the Dominus hanger is, so I can worry about that. Vacuum enemies. I'm actually near death. Oh dear. Maybe this character wasn't the smartest decision. Or maybe I should have chosen a more overpowered beginning weapon. Oh, damn it. I only get one revive normally, so let's make this... Oh no, I've got the 2 more because of the tiramisu. Silly me. But the tiramisu goes away if you use them all, so... And that means I can no longer upgrade either. Now granted, I can use them up after the weapon upgrades, but after the weapon upgrades, I shouldn't die. Good, more weapon power. Curve knife. If I get the Palm Aegis, I can get a shield, and that should help out a lot significantly. Yeah, this might not have been the best character to start with. The Iron Ball is not great. Yeah, the tiramisu's gone, which means I can no longer complete this. Let's just quit while we're ahead. While we're behind. Come on, let's go. Fine, we'll go with Soma. Pitch Black Intrusion, Vampire Survivors Remix. A good one. Remix, I think. Javelin. No, fine. Discus it is. Yeah, I still need the bracer because I still have to get the, wine glass. And I still need to get the tiramisu immediately. And then I'll go back and use a teleporter to get that item sooner rather than later, because the enemies were scaling up a bit more than I could particularly handle. I could possibly get the gun now that Corona's Mana's here. I think it's in here somewhere anyways. Well, I can use the Armadillo to get it if I really need to, so that is an option as well. Yeah, let's just ban the Saga weapons when they show up because I can't have them ruining this run. I also could just use the one that lets me get more items than my usual cap, but who cares. Still need to get my weapons leveled up, because as we saw, if I focus too much on... If I neglect the weapons too much, that becomes a problem. Alright, game. You want the silver... You get the silver revolver. Very well. I think in one of the games Soma gets a gun, but if I remember right, it's a meme weapon that doesn't actually do anything. Not that stop YouTubers from doing that, from doing the can you beat with just the joke meme weapon. I can probably go on a whole discussion on that. Actually, maybe I should. I mean, I've got time, right? Occasionally I run to a video that basically amounts to how much developers seem to hate speedrun and stuff, and how they put stuff in there. Like South Park Stick of Truth, if you try to put it in, at one point it asks you to find a code, but if you already know it, you can try to put in, but then the game yells you when scolds you and tells you to actually look for the code. It's funny, and I do get the complaint, but at the same time, I can't help but feel, I'm pretty sure that's in there specifically for the people who will just look up the code online and aim to beat the game. Like, they only plan to play through once, so they just look up there, so I don't think it's, wait, what am I doing? I need the Armadillo because I need that to get the Corona's mana. That's the only way to get it right now, since even in the main game, there's currently no way to unlock it as a regular level up thing. Excellent, Candelabra. There's ways to... The Ham Aegis also used to be unobtainable outside of... Here we are, Chroma's Mana. Used to be unobtainable outside of Castlevania, but then once Dread Gazebo was added and the Chicken Coop was added, yeah, that allowed everyone to get it even from just these regular level ups, and that's nice, kind of nice, honestly. Yeah, gotta get the hand grenade up as soon as possible because Soma's starting weapon's a bit of a pain to use, honestly, but once you actually get it going, it's great. It's definitely one of those where if you get it, you upgrade it immediately because that's when it'll start doing work for you. And the discus requires the... Alright, what was this on? Oh yeah. Basically, there was a complaint. Yeah, they did think it was taken out largely to push back on speedrunners. As funny as that would be, and I'm pretty sure that's just so that someone playing through doesn't just look it up online and ignore the entire game. At the same time, though, there is an argument as to whether or not speedrunners should be taken into account when developing game stuff. Well, I didn't even know there was speedruns of JRPGs before, although granted, most of them are just using glitches to get to the end fast, which I do get. The whole point of speedrunning is to get there faster, and while there are technically glitchless runs, they are less than a fraction as popular as ones with glitches, so yeah, exploits and glitches are what they love. It's also why I wonder if maybe even the bugs and stuff that people claim are objectively bad game design might actually be good, because speedrunners love those. Like, what's the universally panned game? FNAF Security Breach? Yeah, that's the universally hated one, and yet speedrunners love it because there's so many weird texts and stuff to save time on it. I don't know, I know one friend pointed out to me that apparently, oops, yeah, it's gonna be over here. Yeah. If you turn down the volume somehow, you can actually skip cutscenes. For some reason, having the volume at nothing, it skips the whole cutscene. That's an amusing thing, that's for sure. You know, since the Ham Aegis is here, I could actually, I could possibly grab a different accessory and then grab it. Because I'll be able to level all of them easily. What's a free level I'm gonna get? For a weapon, that's good. At the same time, though, by definition, speedrunners are not the standard way most people will be playing the game. So most people aren't gonna appreciate that. I've also seen some suggest that games like with multiple playable characters like this Fire Emblem, it needs useless characters so that people can do challenge runs with them. But at the same time, I have to question if it's worth putting so much development and time into a character that's going to be used for exactly one can I beat X or Y game with terrible character video that the nobody, including the actual video creator, is ever going to touch again. Now we can always go into what actually counts as good or bad. Like, there are a lot of units that get a characters that get shit reputations that's not actually deserved. Like, a lot of games have it where, like, if Bob has 50 in all stats, George has 30 in all stats, and Terry has 10 in all and 20 in all stats. They'll use Bob and George, and act like Terry is completely useless, and sometimes even think that, yeah, George is garbage as well. He's just the best the options available. For some reason, people like to treat the highest possible option as the standard, and that's not really the standard, especially if realistically that character. Realistically, Bob is just straight up overpowered, and the others are are probably more like what it should be expected of their powers. That was a bit close. Ooh, can I make it over there, though? Oh, phew, right. I forgot. Soma has one defy death once option. So he has a few perks. Yeah, I need to level these weapons. I need to level them harder. Crap, these really are heavy damage. Holy crap. Oh, I should have gotten the discus up there. Yeah, I need to go back down and find the teleporter. Because I need to go... Now I need to kill paintings. It's okay if I lose, I just need to... Well, no, it's not, because I still want the upgrade there. So yeah, I need to win the run. Someone getting some extra lives are a godsend. Yeah, Blood Andromeda is good early on when you need to just get any levels, especially if you have a character with a weak starting weapon, but it's really not going to be enough after a bit. Come on, am I really going to die again? Yeah, I'm going to need to do this and try and beat this boss to upgrade. What's the free level of a javelin? Thank you. Come on, this Medusa head needs to die. Yeah. The sooner she does and I get the RPG upgraded, the better. Assuming the candelabra does not need to be maxed out, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Not for Soma's. Unfortunately, the guide doesn't tell you if the accessory has to be maxed out or not, just that it has to exist. Here we are. Come on, upgrade me. Longina Spear. You know what? I'll take it. Phew. Let's get the wine glass up next. Yeah, getting the Longina Spear is a godsend. Look how much more it's already helping. Oh yeah. Here we are, let's level up something. That's a good one. He's already used his Defy Death once here, so I can't use it again for this life. And I can't keep dying, or that's going to lose the tiramisu. And if I lose the tiramisu, I lose the ability to get the challenge here. There's actually a boss right over here. So if I defeat that one, I should get something that will upgrade me. Yeah, this bad enemy. As soon as I get the RPG, it's all good. Nothing else is gonna matter, basically. Curve Knight. Come on, buddies. I know you only have so much health. That's a silver chest. That's an upgrade. Which means... Oh, darn it. So I do need the Candelabra maxed. That's going to be a bit more painful than I was expecting. I guess it'll at least help the Longinus Spear then. Oh, wonderful. Come on, I just need one more of the reroll. Nice, but reroll. Candelabra, it's maxed out now, which means... There. The RPG, it is ready. Man, that was close. Slash. Hidden Anathema. Pickups give a cumulative bonus. You know what? Might as well. I don't really need... Alright, I've got everything I need now. Now to get my experience here. And just keep going. Wine glass is ready to max out. Discus is getting there too. Good, good. Actually, there's that area with 2 bosses that might be worth it. Excellent. Bwaka knife has been upgraded. There's actually 2 bosses up, 2 or 3 bosses up there, so I could potentially get everything upgraded immediately. Doing so might actually be worth my time, just because that's going to make life easier in the general sense. Give me your XP, and give me your absorb orb. There's 2 here, so let's get the Palmagus here, just so I'm protected a little more. Throw a billion spears. Dang, everything's getting really beefy now that the time's going by a lot fast. A lot more. Oh, one. Nice. Bracer maxed. Good. Yeah, these 3 enemies are, being something, that's for sure. Let's get money. Now, what's next to upgrade? The meal ticket. That's a good one to upgrade. Let's see here. Excellent star here. All that's left is the gun. Is the gun at max level? Yes, it is. So as soon as this guy dies, I'll upgrade the gun, and then we'll finally have it all done. Then I can go to that Dominus Anger room, and we can destroy all those paintings with the Blood Astronomer. Wow, how many of you mini-bosses are there? Finally. Here we are, the last upgrade. The silver revolver to the jewel gun. Probably should have been moving while doing that rather than, you know, standing in one spot over and over, but that's how it goes sometimes. Wonderful. Karoma's mana. Let's just keep going here. Spellbinder. Don't remember these enemies, but they probably were here. They probably over I just forgot. I guess because I'm usually through this area in the early game and don't come back too much, I don't see them that often, so I forget. And again, I guess it's a bit hard-pressed to remember every single enemy in this game. They're supposed to be easily forgettable, but thematically appropriate in some fashion. I think, anyways. I couldn't honestly tell you very many of the bosses in this game if you were to tell me. I'll be real with you. I do not need the shuriken anymore. Ah, crap. I'm gonna have to go around again. Oh, here we are. I believe that's the last Corona's mana. Yes, it is, which means everything's maxed out. I'm not going to the clock tower. I need to go to the, yeah. I believe this is going to be the closest one we can get there, so let's just keep going. With all of our upgrade, we should be in more than good enough shape, so I think we'll be in there. I should probably just take Always Big Coin Bag. Always a big coin bag. I still have a lot of characters to buy. I'm not sure if I'm going to even be playing through all of them, but Then again, this is a nice game when I'm not in the mood for anything specific, so maybe eventually. And like I said, I do realize I do need to do money runs. In fact, even the wiki does recommend using Sammy and going to certain stages to quickly earn money. But I suppose with new content, they're always going to add more stuff like adventures that will, adventures are nice sort of soft reboots so that you can experience going through another run without having to turn off all the upgrades and such. Alright, so it's down here. I'm curious what the next free update is going to be. Like, I wasn't expecting there to be too much. If you saw the ending to Ode to Castlevania, it really does feel like I could have finished the Vampire Survivors, but I suppose we still need to meet Count Visconti, or whoever that is. Oh, interesting. So there was one further in here. Well, this is a full 30-minute stage, so I can afford to do stuff that takes a bit of time here. I do love the remixes they made for this. They could have just used the direct music, and most would still probably like it. Would love it, if not say it's acceptable at least. But these remixes really put something else. Yeah, I guess with Castlevania already done, it's going to be a big surprise whatever's next. Why not? I'll just activate this boss and obliterate him. I got plenty of time after all. Dang, I was trying to relax a bit more tonight, but this ended a little more stressful than expected, given how many times I had to retry to get Hammer. I guess I should say the regular show joke for now, for later. The Mummy. I like how Castlevania just takes a random hodgepodge of creatures from various lore, mythologies, and such, and just tosses them all into Dracula's castle. I guess Dracula just has a really good, has really good connections. Alright, not that way. Alright, I gotta go the long way around to get in there. Mildly a pain. Still, I'm glad I didn't have to do too much Ode to Castlevania tonight. Just doing it once, and then doing all those others wasn't half bad. There it is. I believe this is the area I'm looking for. It's the area with the Dominus Anger. Ah, crap, it's all the way over there. You know what, I can live without it. Let's just, enter the Dominus Anger area somehow. Where's the entryway, damn you? Okay, here's the area where only paintings spawn. Well, paintings do spawn here no matter what. Cthulhu. Reroll. You know what? Let's be cheap. Mad Season. Where's Mad Season? Warp everything to me. Ooh, a candy box. I should get something that only evolves these items. So let's see here. Or I could just, you know, go with punch. Since that doesn't require any items whatsoever. Hey, the achievement only says that you have to sort of win a run with the items in tow. Armadillo, huh? Duplicate. No, empty tome. Yeah, let's not get that. Damage up or duplicator sounds good. Let's just go with straight up damage up. Yeah, reduce cooldowns to the point of practically non-existence. There we go. Empty tome maxed. Raksha. Familiar Forge. Alleged Ghost. Imp. Woodrod. I do like the Wizard. Let's go with Wizard. And we're gonna get the duplicator for the last one here, just because that's useful on basically everything. Might as well just wait here. We'll find out if we unlocked him, I suppose. Pressure point. guess I'll just wait here a moment. It says I have to specifically kill them with the blood astronema, though, so that might be a little tricky. Probably should have gotten the rapid dash now that I think about it, since like with that one and its upgrade actually do work well with the item here. If I don't unlock him after this, I know a way to go about it quickly, so I could just be Poe or something. Come on, we're almost done. 10 seconds here. Interesting. I might actually have to manually quit after this. Yeah, they literally can't kill me, so I'm gonna have to manually end it. Ah, that's alright. Now I should have done some unlocks. Yep, the hammer, he's real! Wind. Bronner, well, I know a way to unlock that, so we're just gonna be a little cheap. Don't worry, this one's not gonna take nearly as long. Now, where's Poe? Here's Poe. Also starts level 5 Pomerola. Vampire Killer, Vampire Survivors. Alrighty, that looks like it's gonna be good, yeah. Blood Astronema. Life science scan. Attract orbs gonna be fine, I think. maybe I should just go there directly. Might be a bit easier. Alright, Dominus Anger is gonna be a ways over here. Feels weird being in such a different spot this time, but that's how it goes. Duplicator amount up and will increase the damage. Life sign scan, that should heal me immediately. Poe unfortunately has very low max HP. He does, however, have very good regeneration. Oh crap. Not good enough, apparently. Oh, come on, really? That's not enough, huh? Alright, let me retry this. This one's a little dangerous because it actually requires an upgrade to... It requires the Skullomaniac. One duration every level. Skullomaniac. Blood Astronomer. Yeah, banishing this stuff so it stops showing up would be nice. I probably should have banished more before starting this, if we're honest. But at the same time, I don't want to banish any of the Ode to Castlevania items, because any one of them could be absolutely essential. Yeah, this is gonna be easier. Life science scan. Attract orb. Yeah, this character actually has a bit of more durability than Poe does. Song of Mana upgrade. Oh, nice cash. It's not much, but it all adds up. Every single run adds up. be coming here a little too early, given, you know, these enemies are actually a little beefy, but what's life without risk? If I can just get one, even just getting one weapon really powerful should do a lot of help, I think. Alright, I'm too far away from the paintings. I gotta make sure they spawn. Skullomaniac, I have no choice. Area up and damage up. Darn it. Revive. I only have one revive. Here we are. Free Song of Mana level. Good. That's exactly what I needed. Level 7. Yeah, I might as well just go focus hard here. Mini Ghost. Dang it. If I'm gonna fight those, maybe I should use something a lot... No, I need to... It specifically has to be with a Blood Andromeda weapon. So I have a couple choices. I could simply upgrade Prior, since all that is affected by it. Which is probably my smart decision, if we're honest. Oh. Options, quit. Right, I forgot to unbanish the collection. Yeah, unbanish the... That way Poe can actually level his weapon. If you play a character with a banished weapon, they do get the level 1, but they cannot level it, which is the main problem here. Alright, let's go then. Spinach. Increase the damage of everything, most notably including Bluey. We're gonna have to ban basically most of the Castlevania items here. Although I suppose Shadow Servants from the Tides of Ascari. That's if I fail this run. I'm really tired, so I might just call the night. So I guess this is gonna be it. I probably should have gotten, now that I think about it, I really should have gotten the AoE. But then again, I think the damage spin is probably rather essential, just because of how the garlic functions. Song of Mana. Probably should have done that empty tome now that I think about it, actually. Just because that would allow the Song of Mana's planets there to work a lot more. Garlic up. I need the you. Garlic level 8. It's now ready to be upgraded. Now there's a few ways I can go about this one. Maybe I will go fight the mummy then. The mummy's not too tough, and the enemies there aren't particularly difficult either, so. Yeah, remember, I can't go there because of succubi and the paintings are too powerful for the point of the game I'm at. For the record, I'm aware that Hades 2 is out. I did stream Hades 1, but unfortunately that was before I was able to saving it was right before I started saving my VOD. So unfortunately, I was only able to catch the part that I clipped, which was specifically when I beat Extreme Measure, or the final boss with the Extreme Measures active. I do like that Extreme Measures doesn't just buff up the boss stats, it straight up gives them some new tricks to throw at you. Though I suppose it's hard to deny that some of the earlier ones, even when you give them their new tricks, they're going to be easy just by definition of, well, the first boss is always going to be very painfully easy. I want to play. Maybe I should have said the song "The Bloody Tears." That's one of my favorites. All I could give... It only had one level, that's all I could give me after that was money. That's a bit embarrassing. I should have gotten something else so that it wouldn't waste it this early. Because this early, I absolutely cannot afford to be not upgrading stuff. It's just that I'm trying to stick to Blood Astronomer stuff. Empty Tome is gonna make this a lot easier, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna need one of these upgraded, buddy. Yeah, I don't care which, just upgrade it, because now we're starting to get the tough enemies. Yeah, 2 more levels of the, Empty Tome would have been great if I hadn't picked that up too early, darn it. Leave it to me to waste a good win. Tome level 3? Yeah, basically I'm a non-stop killer of death. All I need is the... There we are. Soul Leader. I think now might be time. We might be ready. Are we ready, chat? Duplicator's good. Now those chicken thingies kind of remind me of that one character from Zelda Twilight Princess. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. And yeah, I know everything in here is from Castlevania proper. Duplicator, level up. Sonic Dash, I guess, is fine, just because that's also affected by the Andromeda. need to leave little garlic spots behind so that they die to it. That will count as deaths from the Blood Andromeda. Planets, the stuff I leave on the ground. Sonic Dash is fine. Now, the I believe it will give me a sound cue when I actually get it unlocked, so. I should probably move to the room proper, honestly. Just because it's going to be easier and I won't have to worry about the succubi there. Still a maniac, might as well get. Let's upgrade next. The Menage. Perfect. Man, it really doesn't want to give me the, what's it called this time around? Our overall area continuously expands. That's gonna be interesting to play with. Planets are... You know, part of me wondered if those even were planets, but yeah, with the upgrades and the Saturn rings, yeah, those are very clearly planets. Oh, I should have gotten the Spellbinder, actually. That's a good one. Clockwork Lens. Spellbinder. Huh, I can still see, but I can walk through walls. That's not very often. The effects stay behind longer is going to be extremely useful for this. Skip gives you a bit of XP towards the next level. So it's basically a reroll, but with extra steps. Scan. I can never upgrade it, but that's okay. I have to specifically use +1 amount to guard. There are a few horror games I haven't played. So I've never been a big horror guy, so unfortunately I'm basically an outsider looking in. So if you want my opinions on horror stuff, you're probably going to want to go somewhere else. I am not going to be able to help, I'm sorry. Still, I don't mind going a bit outside my comfort zone for the sake of theme, especially since I mentioned before the department stores here. I've already getting the Christmas decorations out, so... And of course that feels a little bad. Yeah, the knockback is being a bit of a pain on the paintings. Yeah, not having the thing to finish them off might have been a little annoying. No, it doesn't say I have to do this all in one run, so I guess if I don't do it this one, I can do it next time. Was good while it lasted. Let's see, did I actually unlock him? Because I don't think I did. I didn't hear the thing. It might have and I just missed it, but let's find out. Yep, we did unlock him. I guess I just didn't hear it. Wonderful. Well, it's only 2 people, but it was a nice set of unlocks, so that's going to be it for tonight. Until next time, thank you for watching, hope you had a good time, and I'll see you later.